Hello, this is Parents' Rights Public Service Announcement by Travis Olson for Eudora Schools. I'm going to talk about parents' rights. Fun stuff. And what are parents' rights? We're talking about parents' rights in terms of IEP special education. So anyone who doesn't know enough about that or thinks they want to know a little more, this is your place. What is an IEP, first off? An IEP is pretty simple. It's an individualized education program. So it's a plan for specific students that helps us figure out what's best for them, where they should be, how many minutes they should be getting, what accommodations they should have. It's endless. There's lots of things that just describe what's best for a student in the school setting and how we can best reach them and teach them. That is what an IEP is. IEP team is usually made up of several people, not just limited to these people. The other one should be popping up here in a second. We've got your special education teacher, or even general education teachers are part of the team, case manager, then you've got your student, your principal, and your parents. So it's a pretty large team. It's not just limited to these five. Hopefully we're working as a team trying to come up with what's best for the student. When you go to a meeting, and in the entire special education world, there are lots of papers. So only sign it if you understand it. We're going to get into that a little bit more here in a minute. Your rights. These are your rights as the parent. There's more than these, but a couple of these. Notice of meeting. Someone just can't say, we're meeting today, we're having an IEP meeting today. They need to tell you about it at least 10 days before. You need to be aware of it. In addition, this prior written notice to tell you what the meeting's about and any changes that could be happening. That's what that should be included in. Like, why are we meeting and what's the point? And lastly, parental consent. You are the one who gives consent to things, who decides yay or nay on some of these. Now, hopefully we come to a conclusion as a team, but as the parent, you are the decision maker. You're a part of the process. Everyone should be, hopefully, for a good IEP and special education team. But in things of determining eligibility for special education, reevaluating whether or not they still need special education, or minutes need to be increased or decreased or whatever. You are a part of the process. Developing the IEP, making changes to it, and then the annual IEP as well. We want you to be a part of the process, and we found success when parents are part of the process. What should you do when a meeting's coming up? These are a couple good things. List your goals. List your concerns. What do you want from your kid in his education, their education? Do you have any concerns about what's happening in school? List your questions. Like we talked about earlier, there's a lot of information and acronyms and terms that people in the special education world use. Some people don't know what they're talking about, unfortunately. But don't feel bad. Those people didn't know about it a while until they learned it. So if you have a question and you don't know what someone's saying, write it down. Ask. It's your student. Lastly, talk with your child. That's the most important thing. Where does your child want to be? How are they feeling? Are they comfortable where they're at? Moving on. Legal and confidential. Yep, an IEP is a legal document, and it is a confidential document. What it says in an IEP must be happening in the classroom. And it's for your eyes only. The information is private. No one else should be shared with, and that is it. So that's, in a nutshell, an IEP meeting and special education. Thank you.